Blogging is nothing more than long-haired nerds that sit around in their pajamas all day, staring at their computers, drinking way too much coffee. Starbucks fanatics. So why don't you want your business to have a blog? Let's talk about it. Blogging, much like the social media channels, has exploded over the last few years. But for a lot of businesses I talk to, they still don't get why their business needs a blog. I'm going to share with you 4 reasons why your business needs a blog today. And as always, I'll explain how it relates to real-world bricks and mortar, just for you non-techies. Okay, number 1. Google likes fresh content. So who cares, right? Well, to be found in the search engines like Google, which is where you need to be found if you're going to get relevant quality traffic back to your website, then you should care what Google wants. Well, by posting regularly on a blog, Google knows that they need to keep coming back time and time again, checking what's new on your site. This keeps your site in the spotlight, while continuously exposing your business to new and fresh keywords, long-tail keywords. Logic? Well, yeah. Would you continuously go back to a store for, say, clothing if every single time you went they had the same merchandise? Probably only if you really needed that particular product and you knew that's where you could get it. But you wouldn't, after a few attempts, keep going back if you knew nothing would be new. Well, same for Google. Okay, point number 2. The ultimate sales presentation. Have you ever been on a sales call that you just wish you had more time? There was so much more to discuss. I know I have. Often I felt that if I could only share a little more information, if we just had a little more time with the prospect, that choosing me instead of my competitor would be a no-brainer. Well, now I have an unlimited amount of time. By directing prospects to key posts or information on my blog, I'm able to educate them on their terms when they're ready to digest that information, which isn't necessarily the same as when I'm speaking with them. So this can be very, very powerful. Okay, point number 3, the authority. You know what I said on point 2 about being on their time? This is really key. We hear and filter information that we want to hear and in the way we want to hear it. You should ponder that for a second. So, obviously, timing is critical. If through your blog you're able to share information about your product or service that can benefit your potential customer, and they can digest that information on their time schedule, i.e. when it suits them, that information will form the basis of their opinion. Lots of psychology going on here, but let's just say this. When the time comes and they're in need of your product or service, your competition will have to fight the authority you've created through the information or consistent education you've shared with them on an ongoing basis. This is powerful, powerful stuff. Okay, number 4, combine knowledge. You ever not bought a product that you really thought was better than the alternative, but you just didn't like the person you were dealing with? You didn't connect with them for whatever reason? Relationships are key. People buy from people they like and trust. So what if you just don't connect? For no apparent reason, we just don't connect. Well, by going to your blog and seeing content contributed from other members of your team might actually save that deal. In other words, I go to your blog and I start to read information presented by, say, Lori. For whatever reason, Lori explains things just a little different, in a way that I get it. You said the exact same thing, just differently. And I was lost. Now, because of Lori's input, I still may become a customer. By including your team in your blog contribution, not only is content creation easier, variety greater, camaraderie improved, a different perspective possible, but the opportunity to secure business is actually increased. Okay, so what do we got here? 4 reasons you need a blog. 1, Google will like you more. 2, your sales presentations will be enhanced and close ratio improved. 3, you'll become the authority in your market. And 4, you'll provide a larger face and identity to your business. So grab the coffee, put on the pajamas, and leave me some comments. What do you think? Blog or not blog? I'm George Gill from Gill Media. Subscribe to our channel and our blog.